I'm going to try a biking excursion and see how it goes. This roadway is called Alternate 19. In this stretch it's called Bayshore Boulevard. Sidewalk closed. I don't believe it, but I'll go around it. So this is just a shopping center. This is the Hampton Inn, which was just completed a little over a year ago. This is a favorite fish place, Frenchie's Outpost. Okay, I didn't count this bridge as one of the two. We're not really on the causeway yet. Thank you. I'm sorry. Okay, this is where the causeway pretty much starts. It ends up being a fairly long beach, mainly on the left side, because there's a larger parking area, I think, on the left, which starts, especially after this drawbridge. This bridge has been slated for replacement, and they're supposed to end up with a wider pedestrian zone here, pedestrian biking zone. Not sure how this passing will go. Bikes passing tends not to work, so I usually dismount once I reach this bike up here. It's just too narrow. So this is a drawbridge portion of the bridge. So this beach area goes for about a mile before reaching the next bridge, which starts Honeymoon Island. rental location, diner of sorts. So these condos or apartment buildings are actually on Honeymoon Island. However, they're not within the state park. State park starts just up ahead. So technically I should be on the other side where there's a duplicate bike trail, but this is I think more convenient for getting to the gate. Thank you. Now I'm taking the scenic bike route, which was completed in 2019. Part of that time you had to ride along the roads of Honeymoon Island to get through it. Now there's this trail which is about 2 miles long. For my first stop here, I'm actually going to divert off the trail and go down towards the launch area for Caladesi Island. Caladesi Island and Honeymoon Island used to be joined together as one large island, which a century ago was called Hog Island. Then a big hurricane, I think it was in 1921, cut a swath between Honeymoon Island and the now Caladesi Island, a waterway now called Hurricane Pass or something. So anyway, if you're going to go to Caladesi Island, you come here to this ticket booth, about $16 per person, and then there's a gazebo down here with a waiting area, and then the dock continues to where the boat launch is, and then you can spend 4 hours or more on Caladesi Island, which has no car traffic because there's no roads getting there. Now for my next diversion, I'm gonna take a swing through the Nature Center building. I suspect that's been closed ever since the pandemic hit a little less than a year ago, where there's almost no indoor activities short of bathrooms that you can use on Honeymoon Island. There actually is a food vending area, grills on a couple locations on Honeymoon Island, and that's like brief times indoors near the grill. Okay, so this is the entrance roadway with the ranger station there. When we had guests, this is always a favorite stop off at the Nature Center. Now we don't stop at the Nature Center. So this is driving road access to the main pavilions of Honeymoon Island. For continuity's sake, I'm going to double back to the bike trail, because that's, for biking, that's the best feature since they finished that trail. So this is the way back to the ranger station at the entrance, and you'd usually come across the road here and start on the bike trail. An interesting feature of Honeymoon Island is that they provide a pet beach, which is mainly dogs. I haven't seen cats come here. Still, the animals have to be on a leash, in theory at least.
Why don't we ride?
But this is one place on Honeymoon Island that you can take your dog to the beach, which is to the left here. Straight ahead is the South Beach Pavilion, which has bathrooms, changing area, as well as a grill and an outdoor dining area. This being a warm, fairly warm Sunday, the parking lot is partially filled. Sometimes come here on a cold weekday and there might not be more than 50 cars total on the entire island. I guess I could take a brief walk towards the water before continuing the bike trail, or just wait to the end. Either way. This is Cafe Honeymoon, which also has a grill, outdoor dining area on the opposite side of the building, and restrooms, not as large as the other location, but quite sufficient. Restrooms, changing area. The beaches continue along the left side here. It varies from sandy areas to lots of rocks. The roadways, of course, are continuing parallel to this bike trail on the far right. Next, we're heading towards the North Beach part of Honeymoon Island. This is called the Oasis Beach parking area. The beach adjacent to this is fairly narrow, fairly rocky, yet walkable at least. This is the North Beach Pavilion. No food here, although sometimes on the weekend they have a food cart that parks at the far parking lot and serves various hot foods. The changing restroom area is actually on the top floor and nothing on the bottom floor. Nothing that I know of anyway. Either going up the steps or the ramp actually goes around the side of the building to the top level. This is the North Beach parking area. We're nearly at the end of the paved parking. I will try to continue on this rocky entrance to the picnic area and hopefully not tumble. Smooths out pretty quickly. So this is a picnic area, which also has a playground, restroom facilities, beyond here are hiking trails. Which I am not going to take right now. I'm going to cut through the picnic area to another trail. Ooh. So this is a partial map of the island, and we're here at the start of the Osprey Trail, and this goes up into a peninsula with a number of trees along the way, some osprey nests. On the left side here is a partial map of the beach area from the where it goes north, and then the map cuts out there. This is a small inset of that where it's from the North Beach parking area. It's about a 1-hour hike to the north point of the island, and I have looped around the north point there and come back a little bit until it sort of ends into a marsh area where I can no longer hike. My camera is telling me here that I'm about out of power, so I'm going to have to stop this recording. But this is as far as you can go with a vehicle. You could actually bike along here if you wanted to. This is the North Beach of Honeymoon Island, just beyond the North Beach parking area. There's at least 3 of these artificial barriers that have been placed 2 or 3 years ago along this beach, and I think they've been highly effective because the sand sort of arcs outward towards the barriers, whereas other areas it actually gets more eroded. There's another one here, and the same thing happens where the sand extends outwards from the area where the barrier is. Interesting feature just north of the North Beach Pavilion is this inland pond, which I'm guessing got filled when the waves were high, and it filled in this area, and it makes an area where wildlife can feed and enjoy themselves away from the waves of the ocean. In this direction is about an hour walk at a brisk pace to get to the north point of the island. You can walk along the beach for a little ways. However, there's trees that grow into the ocean, so unless you want to go knee deep, or at least ankle deep, you usually go inland to avoid the waterway, and then it gets to more of a barren beach as you get further and further north, and there's like no trees as you get to the most north part of the North Beach. And once again, I'm getting this very low battery display, so I should stop here.